Hello, I'm Chris Moran and welcome back to Chicago Motorcars. Today we're taking a look at an absolutely stunning 2010 Lamborghini Gallardo LP560-4 Spyder. Just going to take a walk around it, obviously show you the condition of the car. There is absolutely nothing to call out in condition on this car. There's no stone chips, there's no anything as far as imperfections or blemishes. It has only covered 2,200 miles. It's virtually nothing on any car, let alone a Lamborghini. But obviously the front end is beautiful, absolutely in gorgeous condition. The neat addition is the receiver here for the K40 front and rear radar detection, which actually is facilitated inside the car. Coming around here, this is blue. You've got a matching blue wheel on here. With what they call the CI badging, corporate image badging, right here, dead center of the wheel. But again, driver's side, absolutely beautiful all the way down. You can see the LP560-4 badging there, but nothing to talk about. It's a new car. Taking a look at the back onto the passenger side. Again, it's a completely stock car. You do have the optional backup camera, which you'll see right at the top of the active rear wing here. Plus it does have the stock exhaust system. It's an active exhaust system. You actually have a set of baffles in there that open and close as you drive, just to amplify the noise. And this car really does make an unbelievable sound. But really beautiful condition. Obviously, again, nothing to talk about as far as imperfection. Coming back around and looking at these 19-inch wheels, Pirelli P0 tires from the factory. Again, 2,200 miles. It is a spectacular car throughout. You can see my reflection right in the paint there. No imperfections, nothing to talk about. All right, well, it is a hot, sunny day in Chicago. I got the top down and the windows up and the air conditioning on, and I am actually behind the wheel of a 2010 Lamborghini Gallardo LP560-4. What does the 4 mean? Well, the 4 is for four-wheel drive. And what does four-wheel drive do? Four-wheel drive adds to the drivability of such a car. This really is an amazing car. And by amazing, that's multi-dimensional when I say it. You've got a car that's capable of just unbelievable performance. You've got, mid 3 seconds, 0 to 60, almost 200 mile an hour top speed. You got a drop top here, but not only that, this is a well-built car. Think I'm driving right now, I'm going 50 miles an hour. It's as smooth and as serene as can be. And it's an E-gear equipped car, so I have these paddles to deal with. But fourth into third, you can hear the throttle blip. I'm gonna make a right turn here, so you'll hear me go from third to second, which is obviously quite a shift. Here you go. Hear that active exhaust open up. Just unbelievable sound. But overall, I mean, here it's, between the power steering and just that thrust is unreal. Dual power seats, they're heated at that. You got heated seats in a Lamborghini. How about that? Listen to that sound of that V10. Speaking of V10s, 5.2 liter V10, 552 horsepower, 6-speed E-gear that goes to the all-wheel drive system, which is seamless. It's full-time four-wheel drive. If you've ever considered this car but have been like, it's not too practical, I don't know if I could use it all the time, you could drive it every single day. You literally could throw snows in here and drive it through a blizzard. But just a leisurely cruise. I'm in 6th gear. It's like any other car right now. Comfortable, smooth, not complaining. Got a great stereo. And the climate control is dual zone climate control in a 2010 Lamborghini. Dual zone automatic climate control in a Lamborghini. I think Ferruccio would probably turn over in his grave if he knew that was offered. But as I drive here, you got 2,306 miles on it. I actually flipped 2,300 while we've been out today. And it's brand new. I mean, look at this interior. They call this Q-Sutura stitching, this diamond quilt stitching on the seats. But overall, you never know the temperament of this drivetrain because it's as smooth as can be. 6th gear here, I'm at 2,000 RPMs. You just lay into it, it doesn't complain. Usually with old exotic cars, they tend to complain. They don't want to accelerate from the low revs because you're not beating on them. But navigation, Got that lifting system for the front end. If you got to encounter a pretty big bump, you just hit this button right here on the console and the front end lifts. Backup camera, power folding mirrors. Now with the e-gear setup, you actually have a couple of functions here. You got automatic mode, so I'll go ahead and hit auto. Literally the car will drive itself now, which is boring because it's going to put you in the highest gear possible and you just kind of lumber along. Boring. So I'm going to turn that off. Get myself back down to 4th gear where I like the sound. I think what's somewhat spectacular about exotic cars these days is they've really become such livable vehicles. You know, I've got a Lexus that I drive almost every day, and there's not much in comfort I'm desiring in a Lamborghini versus my Lexus. I don't know if that makes any sense, but you know, when you buy a Lexus, you expect it to be reliable and easy to use and have everything fall at your fingertips. And in these Lamborghinis even now, it kind of does. It's almost like it never reminds you that it's an exotic car, but it is. And it is, don't get me wrong, this is definitely an exotic car. But it's smooth and comfy, drives great, looks awesome. This car just looks amazing and makes great sounds. I gotta come up to a stop here, but just to give you an idea of the exhaust sound, I'm gonna drop it in a second with my foot on the throttle. Did you hear that? So fluid too. Just that sound is liquid. Just kind of the power kind of pours on. It's pretty sweet.